My father was in the textile business, so I was raised in manufacturing by an entrepreneur in manufacturing environment. So my dream since I was a kid was really making things, and that's really what drives me. I'm from Argentina. I came to the US, went to Boston University. The first job I got in doing domestic private banking. While I was doing that with my former professor from business school in Boston, we decided to start investing in technology companies. One thing led to the next. We opened a little fund, and one of the investments wasn't in technology, it was in a food business that a friend of mine started. It was a sauce company which we started 20 years ago, and that's really what led me into the food business. And I loved it. I loved just working crazy hours, making no money, but feeding people something delicious. This room is where we do all our doughs for our croissants and every single one of our empanadas. It's all fresh dough. We're setting up here. This is our forming room. This machine makes around 2,000 empanadas an hour. So I was in Argentina, it was 2005. My best friend and her now husband, they came to visit. So we ordered what every Argentine will do. We had a box of empanadas, delivered 24 empanadas. The moment we opened the box of empanadas, we all looked at each other and we were like, this is what we need to do. And it took us 3 years to really get Nuchas going. We had the brand and everything, but we needed to wait for the right moment. When you write a business plan, you have an idea, you really think in dollars and you think in units, but you never really think in onions. You find yourself going to pick up a bag of onions, and now this thing is a lot heavier than it was in the business plan. That's one of the things that I wasn't so prepared. So eventually we're peeling here 2 pallets of onions, and it becomes very intense. This little machine doing 20 empanadas, 50 different colors, testing new recipes. It took a while to really get our, we call the point of view of Nuchas. Our initial idea was raise $1 million, we move to New York, we rent a kitchen, and then we open retail. And that's the way most people go out of business. You start with your infrastructure before you have the market. And that's something you definitely don't want to do. If you build something that doesn't have a market, it's not sustainable. After a few months, once we had these recipes, another friend of mine who's in real estate said, hey, there's a bid for a space in Times Square. You should apply. I was like, sure. I had nothing at the time. We wrote this little RFP. I sent it in. It was like maybe 5 pages. I wasn't really planning to win it. Before I knew, I was sitting in a room with 16 people from the Times Square Alliance board. They took a shot at us when we really didn't have anything. And I think their biggest question was like, we love what you're doing. We love the product. We love the brand. We really don't get your financials. So at that time, I raised a few $100,000 to open that location. And that's how we got started in the middle of Times Square when nobody knew us, with $39,000 in sales, which was great. We opened Times Square, then we applied for a loan to start a truck. The bank also took a shot at us and said, we love what you're doing, we love the product, and they gave us almost a $400,000 loan. So then now we have Times Square, we have the truck, we're doing great. And after that, we kept growing and growing, and we needed our own facility. And really my dream is not only to have our street brand, but I want people to be able to make this at home. That's why we needed to find a facility. We found this amazing building, and now we own our own kitchen. It's an 8,000 square feet facility. I really see this brand growing nationally, and you could have the same quality product no matter where you go. It is not an easy thing. It's really crazy hours, but it's about making things and giving people jobs and opportunities, and so we're doing great.